Mixed development used to be the golden formula, more below you, MRT below you, everything is below you. But today, buyers are asking harder questions. Is Pinery Residences really a smart buy, or is it just another Tampines project in an already crowded market? Let's talk about this today. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Pinery Residences is having its preview on 14 March 2026. This is a project that many are waiting for. We saw strong take-up rate last year in Tampines North where Parktown was launched. So will this be another one that will be snapped up? So in today's video, I'll be going through the project details, the layout analysis, as well as possible pricing with our price matrix. If you're interested in this development, make sure you watch till the end and I'll give you all the information that you need. But first, let's talk about some challenges I foresee that this development will face. Number one would be the EC that's sitting right beside Pinery Residences. Typically, EC will have a lower entry price. So when the EC reaches its MOP with the same locality and comparable convenience, buyers can choose to buy bigger floor plates with the same or lower purchase price. So will the buyers choose the cheaper entry price to buy a resale EC or the ultimate convenience of an integrated development? That is the question. Next would be the Tampines fatigue. Last year, we saw the launch of Parktown Residences and the take-up rate was really good, as well as Orel EC, which is also quite a sellout project. And this year, you have Costa Cabana, which is nearby in the Pasir Ris region. And now we are having Pinery Residences and another EC that is launching soon. So buyers may ask this question, is there too much supply in this Tampines Pasir Ris region? This perception of oversupply may slow down the momentum. Last but not least, I think mixed development don't always show the best numbers. So let's compare some numbers. Sengkang Grand Residences, which I think the facade of the development is quite similar to Pinery Residences. It was launched in 2019 with a PSF entry of about $1,700 to $1,800 per square foot. Back then, it was quite a high PSF in the Sengkang region. The average profit they make until today is $245,000, with the highest profit to be $577,000. Now compare that to Riverfront Residences, which is in the same district as Sengkang Grand Residences. Riverfront Residences saw an average profit of $306,000, while its highest profit was $966,000. And if that is not enough, Treasure at Tampines, launched also at the same period of time, saw an average profit of $315,000, and the highest profit was $1.032 million. Integrated development may look very good, but historically, some pure residential mega projects may do even better. So buyers may have this question, am I paying too much upfront for this convenience? But if you still want to consider this project, let's head into the project details. So Pinery Residences is a 99 years leasehold project located at 91 Tampines Street 94. It's a project consists of 6 blocks of 14 stories, total of 588 units. It has a commercial component of estimated 60 retail units. There is a direct underground pedestrian that connects into the Tampines West MRT, and the total commercial space works out to be 11,300 square meters. So you're looking at this retail space that just occupies the first floor with a walkway that cuts through the whole first floor from one end to the other end. This looks a lot like Parktown Residences, just of a smaller scale. You'll get your daily necessities like supermarket, food court. There's even a childcare and a community plaza. And since you're still interested in Pinery Residences, let's talk about why buyers will still look into this project. In fact, we have been getting a lot of traction, a lot of inquiries on this project. But most importantly, when you buy into an integrated development, you need to understand the horizon, the different facing. Because of the retail component, there will be F&B exhaust, there will be traffic that is coming in or passing through. So facing becomes the key when you buy an integrated development. But generally, why will buyers still be looking into Pinery Residences is basically for the number one one reason that Tampines itself has a very big hardcore fan base. We saw this in the resale market where treasures at Tampines, even over 2,000 units, see a very good take-up rate. The demand is very high even though it's not near the MRT, and most importantly, a buyer is willing to let a seller exit with more than $1 million of profit. I think that says a lot about how much demand there is in Tampines. Not to mention, Tampines is also one of the highest populated townships, and it is still growing. There will be a lot of MOP BTOs in the Tampines North region. So if their family happens to be residing nearer to the Tampines West, they may switch over to the Tampines West area when they reaches MOP. Of course, the integration into the MRT station is definitely a plus. Tampines itself has a lot of MRT stations, but to have a development that has an underpass linking it to the MRT station, there isn't any at this point of time. It is also surrounded by good schools. You have tertiary education like Temasek Poly, SUTD, and best of all, 1 kilometer to St. Hilda Primary School, and as well as Jinyuan Primary School. So let's talk about the floor plans. This development has 2 bedrooms all the way to 5 bedrooms. It starts with 2 bed 2 bath, so it doesn't offer any 2 bed 1 bath, which a lot of people may be wary to enter into a 2 bed 1 bath, especially in the OCR region. The 2 bedroom supply takes up 43% with the minimum size of 624 square feet. So 624, 635, 667 and 700 square feet, which that will be the 2 plus study. For 3 bedroom, 35%, you have layout starting from 807 square feet, 861 square feet, 872 square feet, 990, 1012, 1023 and 1055 square feet. Next, you have the 4 bedroom layouts. Starting at 1141 square feet, this is a 4 bedroom plus store. The rest of the 4 bedroom will be 4 bedroom plus store plus study. That will be the 1195 square feet, the 1227, 1238 square feet and 1389 square feet. All these 4 bedroom supply takes up 20% of the entire development. And last but not least, they have 12 units of 5 bedroom, and that takes up 2% of the entire development. This layout, only one is 1475 square feet. Let's look into the layout individually right now. So first up, 624 square feet. I won't spend too much time on the 2 bedroom because it is quite standard. Dumbbell layout. You can put your queen size bed, 2 bathroom at each side, and the kitchen countertop is actually on the left side, while the washer dryer, fridge and a small storage provision is on the right side. I think this kind of segregation would be preferred rather than having a washer and dryer underneath the cooking countertop. The B2 layout, 635 square feet, is rather interesting. You walk in from the right and then walk towards the left to the balcony. So this layout basically has no wasted space, no walkway to the bedrooms as well. It's not exactly a dumbbell layout, but rather all the bedrooms will be flanked on the one side and then your living room on the other side. But it is lined up in a way that there is no walkway. I think very efficient. There is limited stacks for this and it faces outwards. And the 667 square feet, this will be your typical layout with a slight walkway towards the 2 bedrooms. Well, I think families who like to have their children sleeping right next to them would love this layout because the common bedroom is right outside the master bedroom. It also offers a bit more privacy compared to the dumbbell layout. And notice that the 2 bedrooms all come with some storage provision. So carpentry has been done for you. Storage solutions are there already. If you want, there is definitely more space for you to build more. So this layout, I think, would be what we call the conventional layout, 667 square feet. Okay, last but not least would be the 2 plus study. So 2 plus study features a tucked away kitchen. Usually this kind of kitchen would be preferred, especially you don't really walk past the kitchen. It is tucked into one side. We also call it a nook kitchen. So what it offers is a 2 bedroom dumbbell layout, and outside of the common bedroom has a study area, which sometimes buyer will build a door right outside the study. So to connect the study into the common room, making it a super huge room. So if you do that, the second bedroom will probably turn into the master bedroom. However, take note that the bathroom will now be both ensuite and there will be no common access from the dining area or the living area into the bathroom. So if you do that, a guest who needs the bathroom will need to go through the bedroom before they can use the bathroom. Next will be the 807 square feet 3 bedroom. This would be the smallest 3-bedroom and of course the lowest entry price that you can get for a 3-bedroom here. Features a tuck-away nook kitchen as well. Notice that there is no windows in the kitchen, so you cannot assume that 3-bedrooms will naturally have windows. In fact, nowadays it's quite common for developers to use mechanical ventilation instead of the natural ventilations from the window. So this 3-bedroom features a dumbbell layout with 1 bedroom on one side and 2 other bedrooms on the other side. 2 bathrooms, a dedicated dining area. Storage provision for 3-bedroom of course will be larger, and the carpentry has been done for you as well. One step higher will be the 861 square feet. This is where you will get your window in the kitchen. So if you cannot live without a window in the kitchen, this layout would be your starting from point. Walking in, you have a storage, and then that is where your dining area is. So a bit of concern is if you have your storage over there, every time you want to open up that storage cabinet, you may have some inconvenience if someone is sitting at the dining table. So that is just something that maybe you have to work around it to have the dining on the other side of the wall if that doesn't really bothers you. So for those people who wants to build more cabinets for storage, this may be a layout that you want to look out for. It has a privacy foyer, which means you can keep your door open and still enjoy the privacy. It does have the same kitchen as the 861 square feet. So the only difference that we see here is the privacy foyer and more wall space for you to build your storage solutions. So for this, the dining will not be hindering the storage cabinet that was built there. So I think this may be a better layout, although you'll be paying like 11 more square feet, and that may translate to quite a significant amount. C4 layout will be your 990 square feet, and this comes with a home shelter, which means a much larger storage for your family. Enclosed kitchen, L-shaped counter, you have your glass panel facing your dining and living, so natural light can flow in from both sides. I think this would be a layout that a lot of families will be familiar with. So notice that all the layouts here are all portrait. Portrait means that when you walk into the unit, you will pass by the dining area, then followed by the living area and the balcony. So this flow would be what we call the portrait layout. So if you decide to use a home shelter as a helper's room, there is a WC at the back as well. So usually that will be the helper's room and the helper's toilet. Next is 1012 square feet, basically about the same as 990 square feet, but we can see here that the master room is tilted to the other way. It gives you a slightly bigger master room as well as the privacy foyer. So if you are seeking better privacy, as well as if you are someone who doesn't want your master bathroom's door to be facing your bed, this layout would be more suitable for you. Like the 990 square feet, both bathrooms are naturally ventilated, windows in the kitchen as well. So basically everything the same as the 990 except the master bedroom and the privacy foyer. 1023 square feet would be very similar to 990 again. In fact, the master bedroom is the same as 990 square feet, but it has a more extensive privacy foyer. So for 1023 square feet, it is really just about the privacy foyer. So at this point, I just want to highlight that sometimes it's not about the size, but rather where is this particular unit or stack facing. So if there's a unit having a better facing, even if it is larger in size and you have to pay a bit more, I think it's definitely worth it to choose that layout. Last but not least is the C7 layout, which is the 1055 square feet. So this 1055 is 3-bedroom plus study plus the home shelter storage. Everything seems to be the same. You have a straight walkway, which means it's not a privacy foyer, but you do have a foyer. All the 3 bedrooms are portrait layout. However, the study is located in the master bedroom. That means you have an extra large master bedroom, which if you want it to be a study, you can wall it up to be a study or just use that corner as a study. So for those people who actually need an extra space for your office table, you can integrate that into your master bedroom. So the space for the master bedrooms is extremely huge. Given the size, you can see that it is actually almost one more bedroom connected to the master bedroom. Next, let's talk about the 4 bedrooms and start from 1141 square feet. This 4 bedroom is the smallest D1 layout. So to start, this layout is very interesting because they built a storage room for you next to the dining area. So for this, the entrance of this storage room is actually from the kitchen. However, if you look at the floor plan, the wall in white can be removed. So if you remove that, you can actually make it into an open space, or you can reconfigure it, close the door and make it a hobby room or even a children playroom for those who actually want to have a separate area for kids to play in while the adults be at the dining table people talking to each other. So 3 bedrooms will be facing the front. That will be the bedroom 2 and 3 as well as the master bedroom. Bedroom 4 will be facing the back. So this kind of save a little bit of space as compared to if you have 4 bedrooms all facing the front. So instead of a home shelter, you get a storage room. So I think this is quite a good layout because you can configure to your own liking, unlike the home shelter which you cannot alter anything to it. Next will be the D2 layout. This is a 1195 square feet. Apart from that store that you can actually remove and customize to your need, you also have a study area located at the living area. So without this study area being built up, you actually have a very wide living area. So for those who like a wide living area, this may be the layout for you, 1195 D2 layout. And for the D3 layout, similarly, it is like the D2 layout, but this time you will not have the customizable storage room. This will go back to the home shelter, and the extra space actually goes to the entrance area. You get the same study space that will not be built up. Notice that all the study that is placed in the living area will have a swing door towards the balcony. So it's not entirely sliding door to be opened up all the way. You still only get the living area to be sliding, while the study area will be a swing door. That goes for the D2 layout as well. All the bedroom sizes are similar, so we will not spend too much time on that. Next will be the D4 layout. D4 layout basically gives you a privacy foyer. So all the extra space will be going towards the foyer area. Whether you get more wall space to build some more cabinets or to put more furnitures, this will be the privacy foyer. That is the main difference. The rest will be the same as the D3, which you get a home shelter and the study area. Okay, the D5 layout will be something very different from the rest. Yes, you still have that home shelter, still the WC. The kitchen will be more spacious in the sense it will be more squarish, and you have a bigger dining area as well. It features a dry kitchen and a wine chiller will be provided as well. This layout will come with a junior master. However, the junior master bedroom will have a dual access, which means the bedroom 3 will also be sharing its bathroom. You will have the third bathroom outside as a common bathroom, and then the master bedroom will feature a walk-in wardrobe. So this will be the most luxurious 4-bedroom layout, and the only layout that is larger than this will be the 5-bedroom. Last but not least, of course, you get the crown jewel, the 5-bedroom layout. 5-bedroom layout, you get dry kitchen as well. You get a wine chiller, you get your sizable dining area and a wide living area. 4 bedrooms will be facing the front. That will be the bedroom 5, 4, 3 and the master bedroom. The junior master will be facing the back, this time with a dedicated attached bathroom. So the rest of the 3 bedrooms, the 5, the 4 and the third bedroom will be sharing the third bathroom. And like the 4 bedroom, the master bedroom will feature a walk-in wardrobe as well. So before I put out the price matrix, I want to put in a disclaimer that the developer has not put out any official pricing, no guide prices. We are estimating the PSF so that you can do your early budgeting. So here is the price matrix, and if you look at it, we are looking at between $2,800. Of course, the land cost is higher than what we had before in Parktown Residences, as well as this is a much more matured area in terms of the Tampines township. You can pause here to have a look, and if you want to talk about pricing or what to expect, you can hit me up over here and I'll be happy to chat with you. And there you have it, all the layouts analyzed for you. But if you want to deep dive into the stacks, the facing, and which are the ones that actually you must not buy into if you want an easy exit, you can reach out to me over here and we can jump into a call and I'll be happy to share more with you.